The Joint Parliamentary Committee on Health has begun deliberations on the validation of the Social Health Insurance Regulations 2024. During the joint session, there was concern over the method the government will use to identify individuals who are unable to pay for the health insurance. Lawmakers also faulted a provision stipulating that individuals with more than 2 spouses or families would be required to pay separate premiums for each. Beldino Liaula followed the proceedings and brings us this report.
After public participation on the health insurance issue, the proposed regulations were brought before the Joint Committee on Health for deliberations. The committee is chaired by Uasin Gishu Senator Jackson Mandago. According to the Social Health Act, salaried Kenyans will pay 2.75% of their gross income monthly to the Social Health Insurance Fund, SHIF. According to the regulations, a person whose income is not derived from a salary shall pay an annual contribution to SHIF at a rate of 2.75% of the household income. The prior contribution shall be paid 14 days before the lapse of the annual contribution of the beneficiary. The prior annual contribution was termed as discriminatory by the members present.
Those who are not in formal employment have to pay an annual contribution in advance. And in case you have challenges, you will be referred to premium financing, which definitely comes at a cost.
The members proposed capping the contribution at a specified amount. However, Health CS Susan Nahomicha stated that such a measure would hamper the government's ability to meet the health needs of Kenyans.
If we impact by capping, we will impact on the expected yield. We will compromise the yield. If we compromise the yield, we will go back to the issues that we are facing.
The regulations also sparked debate over means testing to determine which household should pay the minimum contribution of 300 Kenyan shillings or qualify for government assistance. The ministry intends to conduct a nationwide survey to collect household data for premium payments.
Are you telling us that between now and June, you would have visited all homesteads and assessed their income and then given a figure?
Another contentious issue on the regulation was the inclusion of spouses. According to the regulations, in case of a new spouse, a document of proof of marriage is needed and a court order is also needed for the removal of the previously listed spouse. Also, if one has 2 wives, they will be regarded as separate households and one will pay equal contributions to each.
The African household is polygamous. Polygamy is allowed by law in this country. How then do you come and break my household into spouses?
A household would now mean that if you have 2 wives, that you would actually be treated like 2 households.
Those aged 25 years and still living with their contributors or parents and have no income will still be regarded as a separate household and will be required to pay a monthly contribution of 300 Kenyan shillings. SHIF registration is set to begin on 1st March, while payment of contributions and access to service under the Act will begin on